I guess we're live.
Am I live?
Yeah. Let's get started, I guess.
Okay.
No.
Shall I go for it?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Fantastic. No, pleasure. Thank you so much for having me on One Ticker. It's I've been a privilege to continue to collaborate with Refact to build out applications that I've only imagined were possible not too long ago, and now with the help of the agentic toolkit at my disposal, really I've been able to pull together some really fun apps. Like you saw in the previous weeks, I've got a fitness app, and this week I wanted to share a um, a matching app. It's actually something that I had in mind to build for Valentine's Day, but not so long ago that would have been really difficult for me to pull off. And so as Refact has really improved over time, it's enabled me to bring it over the line and to get a working MVP out to users. And so some of the things that it's really been crucial with is taking an idea through to production. And so we're going to be playing around, as you can see here, with a live production URL that's really performant, and I've been able to maintain a quite organized dry code base, and really expand on what has been a prototype to integrate a bunch of features. um, and for me, it's a pleasure to build and to have the end user in mind, but also to leverage Refact, and what is actually a really cost-effective way to access agentic tools, and seek to generate revenues and support through, as I'm quite a Web3 focus. I really enjoy integrating the blockchain and finding innovative ways to utilize some of the primitives that underpin Web3, and some of the blockchain-based narrative and SDKs. And so we are going to jump into Lub Match now. And so let's see if we can get it set up over here. We have our code, which I'll just run through. So as you can see here, it was actually called Valentine's Game at one stage. And so here's an example of some of the help I've been getting from Refact. So for instance, here, I had an issue where the website wasn't loading properly. And so I was able to kind of work alongside Refact to analyze the issue and come up with a solution and really integrate that effectively to deliver a really fun user experience. And so let's see if I can open that up. Yes, I need to stop there and go here. Okay, so here is, oh yeah, I'll show you what that loading looks like now for the page. Really beautiful as all the API keys connect. Then that's just a really lovely way to jump into the experience. So it's a simple picture matching game, right? So you might find that you look for matching ones and try to remember, aha. Then when they match, yeah, you see we're getting on a roll now. Then you can quite easily put all of them together. And what's really interesting about this one is there's a social network called Farcaster. Again, for some reason, those images are not loading, which means whoever's profile that's pulling from, they don't have a profile picture set. But on this social network, it's a bit like Twitter, except it's really Web3 native and really developer rich. And so what this is doing is pulling in trending users at the moment, um, and randomizing their profile pictures, and then you get to play through that game. And so that's a demo for how the experience should work. And what we're really seeking to do is enable users to come in here and create their own for loved ones, and they could actually also connect with users on that Farcaster platform. But my initial premise was, hey, let's do this as a Valentine's thing, right? So you could come in here. Let's say you had some pictures of your lovely wife, husband. I'm just going to put some random pictures in, but you could have a really sweet um, combination of pictures that you added here to, let's see how many do you have there. Maybe I chose too many. You're only allowed to put a maximum of 8. So let's come here and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we have our pictures. They load up. It gives you a sense of the sizing, just so that it can compress them if necessary. You can do a custom message. Okay, so let's create our game. And so the idea here is that we can take our own set of pictures as opposed to doing the ones that we pull in for you, and have a custom game that you are able to send to anyone. And so okay, here's the love heart's a little bit more skewed, but there are our pictures that we selected. And we can play our game as usual. And so, what's fun is you can imagine you have a loved one, and you send them this as a little gift, and they're able to play it at to their heart's content, know that you were thinking of them, and really leverage Refact to build on this premise with some really cool ideas in terms of ways to enhance the connectivity. So what I'll show you in a second is if I if I'm able to start remembering where these actually are. Okay, I think that one was here, yeah, and this one was here, yeah, and this one was here, nice. This one was here, nope. This one, aha, okay. And then with any luck, so you send your loved one this, they finish it. Um, do we want to do that? No, we don't want to do that. And there's a whole proposal that you can go through. Then there's one other aspect here, which is quite fun, which is let's say you've done that heart matching and you've seen some users. You can come here and play some games around what are their names, and really test people's ability to recall, or to to what extent do they know the people in this network, and it's designed as a tool to help them connect. And so what I wanted to really communicate here was just the capacity for Refactor jump in and triage a bunch of issues, right? So here I am, and what was the issue here? Well, Refactor will tell me. The error occurs because the canvas is possibly null, okay? And so I say, yep, let's go for it. Let's try and fix it. And these are the kind of TypeScript issues that are just so hard to deal with. and Refact will jump into the code, do some analysis, and sometimes even jump online and kind of try and really figure out what the issues will be. And it takes quite a safe approach to just ensure that whatever it's planning actually aligns with what you're thinking. And so it doesn't take much work. And then boom, look. So yeah, here we were doing some UI work just to enhance the sort of user delight and the user interface. And so we added some confetti, and and really sort of were able to enhance the analytics page. And so, yeah, I have to say this is really a powerful toolkit to leverage. And as you can see here, I've been using. One thing I would advise is don't let your conversations get this long. And once you finish with the task, then start a new chat. As you can see, I've got tons of them. But sometimes I forget and I let them go on too long, and then I know that can sometimes degrade the experience. So that's the error is on my end. But yeah, that just gives you a little taste, a little idea of what I've been building this week. And I'd love some feedback, of course, and do jump in and try it, and let me know what you think. Have a little play around. Hope to see you on the leaderboard. And yeah, I want to I'd love your feedback. Just have you played around with it, and how did you find it if you have?
Yeah, it was cool. I'm actually not able to turn on my camera. I don't know why, but yeah, it was really cool. Like I really like um the idea, and yeah, sure. Can you maybe post the link in the chat or somewhere for people to try? Who are
Yes.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah. Let me pop that in there.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Oh, I need to connect. Right. Let's
Oh,
see.
okay. Oh, there's some issue, or maybe you can just share it to me later or somewhere. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll add it to the Discord.
yeah, that's great. Yeah. Yeah, that's it for today. And thank you so much for showcasing. And yeah, thank you
No,
so
my
much.
pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you for the opportunity to share a bit about what I'm building. And, we're just nudging things forward week by week, and really learning as Refact expands. And it's almost quite hard to keep up with all the really fun and, useful tooling that you guys are putting out. So do keep me in the loop. And, thank you for keeping the Discord active, and sharing some of the latest updates so that we can use it to the best of our abilities.
Yeah, sure, definitely. Yeah, thank you so much.
My pleasure. My pleasure.